Welcome to Book Bites, your weekly dose of literary delight. We dive into Amazon's top-selling books, giving you the lowdown on what's hot and what's not. Join us as we uncover hidden gems, discuss captivating storylines, and analyze the minds of best-selling authors. Whether you're a seasoned reader or just starting your literary journey, there's something for everyone. So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and let's get reading.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we are diving deep. Into Mel Robbins' Let Them theory.
This is a good one.
Oh, it is. It's really gotten me thinking. And, hopefully it'll do the same for you guys listening, whether you're looking to, break free from self-doubt or just create a more fulfilling life. This one's for you.
Absolutely.
So to get us going, I guess first, what would you say is the core idea, like the main takeaway?
Well, it's right there in the title, isn't it? Let them.
Oh, I know.
Two simple words, but they pack a punch. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
We spend so much time worrying about what others think.
Right? I mean, I know I do.
And Robbins is basically saying, hey, let go of that.
Let them.
Exactly.
Easier said than done, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. But that's the beauty of the book. It really digs deep into how to.
Okay, so before we get into the how, I think it's interesting that this theory really focuses on internal change. It's not about changing our circumstances or, getting that promotion or whatever. It's about changing ourselves.
It is. And, I think a lot of self-help books get caught up in the external stuff.
Oh, totally.
But Robbins is saying, look, lasting change starts from within.
From within. Okay, so let them, what does that actually mean? Like practically?
Well, like we were saying, it's about letting go of the weight of other people's expectations, their judgments. Like imagine you're carrying around this backpack full of rocks, each one representing someone's opinion of you.
Wow, that's heavy.
It's heavy, right?
That is a heavy image.
And let them is about setting that backpack down.
So then, you're free to move forward unburdened.
Exactly. And what's amazing? When you release that burden, you free up so much mental and emotional energy. Think about it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
How much time do we waste stressing about what other people think?
A lot.
Yeah, too much. And imagine channeling all that energy into things you actually care about.
Okay, now that sounds pretty good.
Right.
So I guess my question is, how do we actually do that? Like, how do we put this let them thing into practice?
Well, that's where Robbins gets really practical. She breaks it down into different areas of life, like relationships, careers, personal growth.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because it's something that you could apply to like every aspect of your life.
Exactly. So for example, let's say you're in a relationship and you constantly feel like you're walking on eggshells.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to please your partner, never speaking up for what you need.
Right.
Robbins would say, hey, let them have their reactions. You're not responsible for their feelings.
They're only responsible for being true to yourself.
Exactly. And setting boundaries. It's about saying, this is who I am, take it or leave it.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It can be, but it's also incredibly liberating.
And how about work?
Work is a breeding ground for let them moments. Those times you hold back from sharing an idea?
Because you're afraid of what your boss will think.
Exactly. Or your coworkers.
Right. You're like, oh, what if they think I'm stupid?
Or they'll steal it. And Robin says, let them. Share your idea anyway.
Put it out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you never know what could happen. Maybe it'll spark something amazing.
I think it's so interesting, right? Because let them can apply to like the big stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
And the small stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, think about even just like choosing what to wear.
Oh, yeah.
How much time do we spend worrying about what other people think about our clothes?
A lot.
Robbins would say, wear what makes you feel good. Let them think what they think.
Let them.
Right. It's about reclaiming that power.
Okay, so, we've talked a lot about what let them is. But what would you say are like the real benefits of adopting this philosophy?
Oh, the benefits are huge. I mean, first of all, you start living more authentically. Great. You're no longer trying to fit into a mold that someone else created for you.
And that, I think, leads to greater happiness.
Absolutely. Because you're aligned with your true self.
Yeah.
And, you also start attracting the right people into your life.
Okay.
Because the people who are drawn to your authentic self are the ones who are meant to be there.
The ones who vibe with the real you.
Exactly. And then there's the confidence boost.
Oh, yeah.
When you're not constantly seeking validation from others, your self-esteem naturally rises.
But let's be real. It's not easy.
Oh, no. It's definitely a process.
Like, it takes work.
It does, because, we're so conditioned to please others.
We are. From
childhood.
Yeah.
So unlearning those patterns takes time and effort.
But I think it's so worth it,
Oh, it is.
Because imagine, like, living a life where you're not constantly worried about
what other people think.
Yeah, just imagine that freedom.
I mean, that's a life worth striving for, right?
Totally. Now, I've heard some people say that the book itself is a bit repetitive.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Like the constant use of let them can get kind of
tedious. Tedious, yeah. But, I actually think Robbins does that on purpose.
Oh, interesting.
It's like she's trying to drill it into our heads.
Like a mantra almost.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Because the more you hear it, the more it sinks in.
I mean, it makes you think about it, right? Like, okay, am I letting them?
Right. And I think the repetition is especially important for people who are really struggling with this concept.
Yeah.
Because it can be so hard to break free from that need for approval.
Mm-hmm. So even if it's not the most, elegant writing style,
sure,
it's effective.
It is. And at the end of the day, the message is powerful. Right?
Powerful. Okay, so as we wrap up, what would you say is like the one thing you hope listeners take away from this deep dive?
I think the biggest takeaway is that you have the power to choose how you react to the world around you. You can't control what other people think or say, but you can control your own thoughts and actions.
Let them.
Exactly. Let them have their opinions. Let them have their judgments. And you focus on living a life that feels true to you.
I was thinking back to the beginning when we were talking about, like, it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's such an important point to remember. Like, this is a journey, right?
It is.
It's not like you read this book and then suddenly you're just like letting them all the time.
No. It's a practice.
Yeah, it's something you have to work at.
And, some days you'll be better at it than others.
Totally.
But the key is to keep coming back to that core idea, to keep reminding yourself, let them.
So to all of you listening out there,
yeah,
I want you to ask yourselves, where in your life are you holding back because of what other people might think?
Ooh, good question.
And what would it look like to truly embrace the let them philosophy?
What would change?
What would you do differently? Keep those questions in mind, and let's see where let them leads us all.
To a more authentic, fulfilling life.
We'll see you the next deep dive.
See ya.
Bye. Okay.
Awesome.
That was great.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a wrap, folks.
Awesome.
That's all for this episode of Book Bites. We hope you enjoyed our review, and if you did, please like, share, and follow our podcast. And don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts on the book. We love hearing from our listeners.